Shalom. Call Halam La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Haracha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth in sincerity. They steered us well and they rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect. May the blessing of election be upon your house. This is the brother Zion Amawan coming at you with another lesson. To feed the lambs through the Holy Spirit. Haracha Kodash. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and to the point. And in this lesson, we are going to get into this October 4th, which is a emergency alert test. All right. And one thing about this date is that it is very symbolic as far as the season that we're in. Okay, which is October, November, and December. Okay, this entire season it is in fact satanic, and it goes back to solstice. Okay, and we don't know, but the Lord tells us to watch, and that's what we're doing. We're gonna constantly report. Esau Edom always got to tell you before he does something on the left hand side. And as you can see, this emergency test, if this was a test, I don't know why they'll have to notify you, but we'll read a little bit of it, and I'll read another article, and then we'll hit some precepts, and then we'll just call it a lesson. But there's plenty of brothers, many of brothers have been reporting this emergency alert test, which it could be, we don't know. Like I say, we don't know, we're just reporting, but it could in fact be a ceremony. Okay, and that ceremony, Yahweh Shema Shai, is going to protect the elect, the hopeful elect, from these ceremonies and rituals at this time, man. Okay, because this is a satanic season. Okay, and on this day, people can drop dead. Everybody that took the juicy juice, they might bug out, like that movie Sale or Kingsman. We just don't know. We're just reporting, and we're gonna see how it plays out. But we have right here, I'll read from the top. The national test, will consist of two portions, testing WEA and EAS capabilities. Both tests are scheduled to begin approximately 2:20 p.m. ET on Wednesday, October 4th. Okay, pay attention to October 4th, and in this other article is going to bring out what this October 4th is really going into. The WEA portion of the test will be directed to all consumer cell phones. Okay, you hear that? This will be the third nationwide test, but the second test to all cellular devices. The test message will display in either English or in Spanish, depending on the language setting of the wireless handset, and frequencies could in fact come from these devices. Okay, to where whoever took the juicy juice, this is a possibility that it's like hearing a dog whistle. Only that dog can hear that whistle. Because if you watch that movie Sale, I don't know the Edomite name that was in it. Samuel Jackson was in it. Basically, his phone died, and it was an alert that popped up on everybody's phones, and it was a frequency. It was a high frequency in the movie. That had everybody bugging out. Everybody was basically violent towards each other and eating each other, and and they was moving around in rings, and It was all synchronized like a Bluetooth. And in the movie, his phone died and he was using a payphone, and everybody, they got headphones in, you know, listening to loudspeakers, and this frequency came through these certain devices. Now, I don't know if this is what's going to actually happen. We don't know. We're just reporting, but it's definitely a possibility, man. Okay, we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. Okay, the EAS portion of the test will be sent to radios and televisions. This will be 7th nationwide EAS test. Okay, and if you go down to right here, the purpose of the October 4th test is to ensure that the systems continue to be effective means of warning to the public about emergencies, particularly those on the national level. In case the October 4th test is postponed due to widespread severe weather or other significant events, the backup testing date is October 11th. So we're going to see. All right, we're going to see. Beginning at approximately 2:20 p.m. Eastern Time, cell towers will broadcast the test for approximately 30 minutes. During this time, WEA-compatible wireless phones that are switched on within range of an effective cell tower and those wireless provider participants in WEA should be capable of receiving the test message. For consumers, the message that appears on their phones will read, "This is a test of the National Wireless Emergency Alert System. No action is needed." Phones with the main menu set to Spanish will display, "Estas es una prueba del Sistema Nación de Alerta de Emergencia. No se necesita asistencia." Alright, so it don't matter if whatever your phone is set to as far as language, this test is going to pop up. It don't matter if it's French. Okay, it is going to pop up. Okay, let's get this one. All right, Pope Francis. All right, new environmental exhortation to be released on October 4th. Okay, Pope Francis will release a follow-up document on the environment on October 4th, providing an update to his 2015 clinical Laudato Si on the care of our common home, a landmark papal letter that offered a rallying cry for the global action in the fight against climate change. Okay, and Pope's remarks during his general audience at the Vatican, August 30th. The new publication will come in the form of an apostolic exhortation, a magisterial document written by the Pope meant to draw focus to a particular issue or concern. Now, this is something to pay attention about. Let me go right here to this paragraph. Francis said the new document is an effort to help put an end to the senseless war against our common home, and comes after a summer of record-breaking rising temperatures, wildfires, and storm. It is a terrible world war, he lamented. You see that? All right. So, these dates, okay, they are very important to pay attention to. Okay, and on that same date, okay, uh, they're going to be doing a national alert. Okay, with the whole Pope thing, and Pope Francis, he is the biggest warlock. Okay, and he is going to be doing this exhortation, this environmental exhortation, on the same day. You know, and basically, if you really paying attention, this was an update from the 2015 event. Okay, and that date was significant, going back to the WEF, which is the World Economic Forum, and they have laid out plans for the Great Reset, which is a play on words going into the New World Order. You know, and in 2015, it was said by that German guy, Klaus Schwab. He's the same one that said by 2030 you're gonna own nothing and be happy. That guy. Okay. So this Great Reset, all right, is surrounded around the New Green Deal, which is going to be released on October 4th. And all of this is based on the New Green Deal and Agenda 2030, man. And Canada, they had a bunch of wildfires, and that and like all of those wildfires happened on June 6, 2023, which you get your 666, which is the 6th month, the 6th day. Okay, and you got the date. Okay, so that's your 666 right there. Okay, and you know, and this is gonna be a ceremony. Okay, and when you get into that word ceremony, ceremony is the observance of rituals and sacredness. And Esau has high priests on the left-hand side that actually perform these rituals inside of these ceremonies. Okay, because this is going to be a so-called feast day for Pope Francis when you read down in that article, man. Okay, so we'll see, because we have a high priest, and it's Yahweh Shai on the right-hand side. And Yahweh Shai create both sides of the spectrum. Okay? In America, it is basically a satanic church. Alright? It is basically a satanic church. Like, you got Canada, you got the EU, which is the European Union, which was formerly known as the European Economic Community. Back in the day. Alright, and these other countries, they drink from the hand of this whore, which is America. Okay, and America is basically a whorehouse, you know, and that's why you got the people is tainted, the food is tainted, everything that's in this whorehouse, which is America, is tainted. Even those so-called churches, you know, that people go to get guidance, that's also tainted. You leave worser leaving than coming in. So this whole place is a wrap. Alright, this place is done. Alright, there's no saving America. There's no saving Babylon. You can't put bomb on Babylon and try to heal this place. Alright, this place is done. Alright. And the more you get engulfed in the westernized society and that westernized mindset, that westernized way of living, the worse you are going to turn out here. Alright. So as you can see, you know, we don't know, but something is going to go down, man. Something. We don't know yet. but we're gonna see. Okay? And if you don't have any knowledge of the scriptures, and if you don't have any knowledge of the prophecies, if Yahweh Shema Shai haven't, woken you up to understand, then you ain't gonna never know how Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna stop this, man. Alright, you're just gonna be lost in the sauce, or drunk off the Babylon juice, so to speak. So let's go to Revelation. Alright. Let's go to Revelation. Before we go to Revelation, let's go to one of my favorite precepts. Bear with me. Let's go to Jeremiah 51. Alright. We'll go there first. Jeremiah 51. And let's go to verse 8. Babylon is fallen. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto the heavens, and is lifted up even to the skies. You see? So you can't do nothing for Babylon. You can't heal this place. You can't do another sanction. You can't drag this place out another 20 years. This place has been falling since 1969, man. Okay? When Yahweh Shema Shai woken up those dry bones through Abba Bivens. Okay? This place been falling ever since then. Okay? Fast. Okay, you are witnessing the crashing of a system, and we are experiencing it. Okay, so you can't heal Babylon. All right, Babylon is gonna serve its purpose very soon when Yahweh Shema Shai implement that Isaiah 63, man, when the Lord said He's gonna bring down His strength to the earth. And that strength is going into this system, their military might, all right, their power. All of that is going to be destroyed in 1 hour. You understand? 1 hour. All right, a whole system that took thousands of years to build is going to be destroyed in 1 hour. Okay? So, Babylon is a wrap. Alright, so let's go to Revelation 17 and verse 1. And there came one of 7 angels, which had 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Okay, and that whore is America. Okay, like I mentioned earlier, that America is a whorehouse, man. And if you look at it on a figurative level, if you have a whorehouse, you have whores inside of that house, and you have a madam which is in that whorehouse, and she's the top whore. And you have many other whores that are low level that's up under that top whore. And that top whore is America. And you got the rest of those low level whores, which is the Koreas, North and South. You got countries in Africa. All right. You got the EU. You got China. All right. So on and so forth. And they all eat from the madam, which is that top whore, which is America. Okay? Verse 2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inheritance of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. You see? So, you know, um, the kings of this earth have committed the fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. And that's that wicked wine that's being pushed forth, okay, through the four corners of the earth, man, through America, because the whore sits on NATO and EU to push that wicked wine through the four corners of the earth, man, which is democracy, idolatry, all right, covetousness, murder, greed, you know, being a damn mo. All right, they push all of that, man. And they use these two political parties to do it. Okay, they use the political parties. Okay, they hide behind these two political parties, which in the ancient Roman Empire they were identified as the plebeians and the patricians, and now they are identified currently as Democrats and Republicans in the revised Roman Empire that we're currently living under. And they hide the blasphemy under this word called democracy. All right, and then they spread that wine through that democracy of the earth, man, because you got a lot of these places, okay, they are traditional in their own ways, and you got the women saying that they want to do this, you got the people saying they want to do that, you got them electing presidents and all of this, and they wasn't doing that at first, but you got a lot of countries doing that, okay, like they have a democracy. Verse 3, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay, and that's going into NATO and the EU, but we're not going to break that down. That is for a whole another lesson. But verse 4, it says, the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. You see? And that's America. All right? Because America is being portrayed as, a place to be, man. You can eat what you want to eat. You can do what you want to do. You can be who you want to be. They got this thing called an American dream. And you got all of these people living in these other countries. They break their neck to come over here because they think that everybody over here, living lavish like it's a road paved in gold, man. And that's off. That is just the smoke and mirror of America, man. Having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And when they get over here, just like how we brought out in Jeremiah 51:9, they gonna want to go back to their own country once all hell breaks loose. Once they see that they're not gonna win, like how they think that they're gonna win and get rich and lavish and all of this type of shit, living sumptuously. Once they find out they're not gonna do that and all hell break loose and this inflation go up to a all-time high, they gonna carry their ass right on back where they done came from, man. Okay? This place may seem like, it's a place to be, but it's not. Everything over here is tainted. Because these other countries portray America as a place of milk and honey, but this place is a damn trash can, man. All right? This place is vile. All right? It's just like a whore, You seen a whore, she look all good with all that makeup and shit on, but she take that, just like the movie, what is it, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker from the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Where Jack Spade went to go get him a little hooker or whatever, and took the hooker back to the house. She said, "My eyes aren't really green." You know? He was like, "Yeah, but that's all right." And then she took her fucking wig off, and she had a piece of hair with a damn bow on the top, man. Bald as hell, man. She damn took her ass pads out, and she had fucking breast pads and threw them over, and she took her fucking leg off. She was looking like a totally different person, man. You was scared of that motherfucker. That's America for you, man. Because this place got a dark history. You know? This place is not what it's cooped up to be, so to speak. Okay? And the Lord is going to bring this system down, man, in 1 hour. The Lord is sick of this place. All right? You know why? Because the chosen is here. The Israelites is here. And the bulk of the deliverance is going to come from Babylon the Great, which is America. All right? And a lot of people can't grasp that. This is a mystery to them because they just don't understand. Because the Lord haven't fashioned them to believe, man. You know? They don't have the mental capacity to retain His knowledge. That's why they lost in the sauce, because they lost. You know? So we'll see how this October 4th plays out. You know, we'll see. But we're going to constantly report like we're supposed to do. We're going to constantly blow that trumpet. And we're going to constantly be a watchman. All right? So Lord willing, this lesson has been edifying and to the point. I want to give infinite honors, glories, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakha Kodash for giving me the spirit to do this video. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and sincerity. They steered us well and they ruled well. Salutations to the hopeful elect. May the blessing of election be upon your house. We on the next one. Abarat Azai. Shalom.